Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Cabernet. Last time we left off, we did another tour with Roman. Yeah, we did that one. And we have a bunch of other stuff I need to follow up on. We still need to wait until the holiday. The Kupala night. There we go. Yeah, we still need to wait for that. But let's go ahead and go 9-9. Go on the final town tour. I also need some blood, probably. Ask Dr. Volkov to continue his story. Okay. I am quite low on blood. I would love to be able to hunt one of those rabbits, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I do have this small vial. It will sustain me for like a little bit of time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we can get into. But more importantly, I'm very, very close to a level up, and I would like to get my history and politics even higher. Alright, let's ask Volkov to continue the story. It did tell me to do that. Probably now because I've finished the tasks.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Go on a house call. What happened after you turned?
Dr. Volkov?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if it's a good time to hear the rest of your story.
I suppose it's as good a time as any.
So, what happened after you turned?
I didn't know back then what I'd become. There was no one to explain it to me, so I had to find it out on my own.
Yeah, much like, Arbin.
Thank goodness my infant daughter, Sophia, was with her grandparents that night and avoided our fate, so I tried to go back to life as usual, albeit without my wife. I was naive enough in the early years to believe that I could live a normal life with my daughter. I hired a wet nurse, locked myself in my room for research during the day, and continued to see patients at night. And for the first decade or so, everything seemed to go according to plan. I learned what I was by trial and error, and allowed myself to feed on the humans that entrusted me with their care. Bleeding a patient is a lot easier when you have fangs.
And after that, what happened?
Time happened, dear. She aged, and I didn't. By the time Sophia was 16, it was starting to become quite obvious that I hadn't aged a day. I laughed it off when people mentioned it, but deep down, I knew I wouldn't be able to do it forever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they came.
The Countess? They?
Higher society. They finally found out about my condition and came to collect my debts. Knowing what I do now, honestly, I'm surprised it took them so long to find me. They spared my life in exchange for my continued research for vampire kind. As for Sophia, I had to abandon her for her own protection. You know the family rules by now. They wouldn't keep her alive if she knew their secrets. And so, I disappeared. Made it look like I was lost to the wilderness.
How dreadful. How could you do that? How dreadful.
That must have been dreadful.
To sever the bond of father and daughter. To cause the person you love more than life itself such pain. It nearly killed me.
So, you never saw her again?
If you don't mind, I should get back to my work. We can talk again some other time.
I understand. Thank you for sharing all this with me. Till next time.
Good night, Lisa.
Lisa may remember this in the future. Okay, so my relationship with you has improved even more. Yeah, we're friendly with Volkov. Okay. And I gained XP. Didn't level up though. Okay. It is interesting because, I'm noticing... Oh, that's why that's there. That's why that's there. I was like, what is with the people that are, you know, enshrouded in this pink stuff? Because that's when you get to high relationship with them. But I have high relationship with Volkov and that's not the case. It's because they're all human, which means I can feed on them. So...
Hello, Lisa.
So, about that house call in the task list.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing one of my house calls for a regular patient, Nikolina. You see, she has hemochromatosis, which means...
Excess of iron, don't have that.
excess of iron in the blood. The patient often experiences pain, fatigue, and other unpleasant issues. There isn't a known cure, I'm afraid, but there is something we can do to reduce the symptoms.
You want us to feed on her to lower her iron levels?
Indeed I do. I figured I can let you do the bleeding this time.
I mean, I do need the blood. Is this blood safe?
Is drinking blood from someone with hemochromatosis safe?
Why not? You can't be harmed by disease. If anything, it might be more filling because of the iron excess. It might taste a little funny, but as they say, there's no accounting for taste, right?
If you say so.
But enough dilly-dallying, we should get going. She can be a terribly grumpy patient if her pain isn't managed in time.
Lead on then, Doctor.
Okay, yeah, no, this is convenient. I needed blood. Hello.
Good old Nikolina, always leaving her key in the same spot.
I mean, as we can see, the screen's moving, so I'm a little woozy.
After you.
I need an
How do
invitation.
I get inside? I haven't yet been invited.
Oh, right. Let me handle that. Nikolina, it's Dr. Volkov.
Ah, Doctor, you ought to let yourself in. My joints are aching worse than a boil on a donkey's arse.
Alright.
You should know that I've brought my assistant today. May she come in?
She? Well, all right. Well, what use is she out there? Come on in.
Come then, Lisa. You've heard our patient. She shouldn't be kept any longer.
Much better. Lead on, Doctor.
Okay, yeah, and we're out here. Interesting. Hello.
Now, Nikolina, how are you feeling today?
What do you think, Doctor? Like shit, and that's why you're here, isn't it? And she's your assistant, eh? Tell me, girl, what does a woman know of medicine?
I see our patient takes some issue with my presence.
And she won't be the last. However, right now, above all else, she needs our help. Consider your oath as a doctor.
Yeah, no, I'll help you. Easy. You're right.
You're right. Fine. I'll keep going.
I'm surprised I gained humanity. I just want the blood out of this. You're kind of a jerk, but I need your blood.
Hey, what's taking so long? If this is so hard, I don't know how you'll handle the rest of it.
I'm just that charming joke, literature 20. More than a foul-mouthed peasant. Oh, Volkov will get mad at me if I say that. Volkov will get mad at me if I say that, for sure. And I'm at 99. I kind of want to say it though.
Better than a foul-mouthed peasant, I can tell you that much.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, Volkov. I had to. My nihilism.
Do forgive my assistant. She hasn't fully developed her bedside manner just yet.
If you vouch for her, then so be it.
Now then, let's not delay the treatment any longer. I'm going to let Lisa here take the lead. Lisa, come take the leeches. All right, this is pretty simple. Just enchant her and pretend to apply some leeches to her neck. Then, drink your fill of blood. Just remember, not to take too much.
Of course, Doctor.
Okay, but I'm not supposed to be able to enchant you unless you, like, kinda like me, right? But whatever. I will enchant you. There you go. Now I have full control over you. Also, painting. Oh, I can't get it right now. Okay, well, I will vampire and feed. Okay. Hold. Oh, yeah, we're getting a pretty good amount here. Lisa became intoxicated by blood? Oh, because I drank too much. Lisa consumes too much blood or drinks the last drop from a human, she becomes intoxicated. This provides a temporary boost to skills that lasts 3 turns, but permanently increases her daily blood rate. Oh no. Temporary boost to skills. Oh. Interesting. Well, now I feel better.
Lisa. That's enough.
My relationship with Nikolina deteriorated? Yeah, that's fine.
She should be feeling a little brighter now when she comes around. Tell me, how did you feel during that? You responded to me well enough.
Like feeding on any other human, didn't want to drink her blood. Just wanted to help the patient.
It was just like feeding on any other human.
You weren't compelled to go further?
No.
Interesting. You seem quite resistant to the urge that drives our kind. A lot more controlled than some.
So now that I've been intoxicated, like drunk on blood, oh god, everything's gonna be so much harder.
Listen, Lisa. I suppose it's about time I share with you the full extent of my research. You see, when a vampire overindulges on blood, it imbues us with a feeling of power.
Interesting. So this is probably the tutorial for this.
The power the likes of which can't be achieved in any other way. But it does come with a cost. Each time, the bloodlust grows until...
Until one goes feral.
Precisely. It turns our kind into exactly the kind of monsters that human tales make us out to be. Vampires like this live in squalor and care only for their next feed. It was a creature like this that killed my wife and stole my life from me.
That's no way to live.
It sounds like a terrible existence.
Indeed. I've sought a way to put an end to this, to stop us living such a parasitic lifestyle.
What can be done?
Can something even be done about this?
I believe so, yes. In theory, it may be possible to separate the addictive element from the blood, leaving it simply as the source of nourishment. Unfortunately, research like this takes the kind of time and resource that I simply didn't have. That is until Countess Orlova presented me with an offer.
Countess's offer?
The Countess made a deal with you? Why do I feel like there's a catch?
That's because there is one. As you can imagine, she has no real interest in remedying the bloodlust.
So why would she approach you in the first place?
Well, in separating the addictive elements, I should also be able to distill the parts that give us power. That means she can create a consumable that temporarily boosts one's strength and abilities without any side effects. In return, I was allowed to continue my work and provided with everything I need. Funding to purchase lab equipment, as well as other expenses, and, well, an apprentice.
So, that's why she allowed you to turn me. the reason why I'm here.
In a sense, yes.
I see. That's a lot to take in.
I don't quite know how to feel about all this. That's a lot to take in.
I understand. All I wanted you to know right now is that I trust you, and it would be an honor if you chose to help me fulfill my vision.
Thank you for believing in me, Doctor. I'll certainly consider it.
That looks like all the time we have for now. You should get going. I'll stay here and make sure Nikolina is feeling better.
One moment. Hypnotize Nikolina? No, alright. I don't feel the need to do that. Give me that piece of painting, though. Thank you. Alright. Done there. That did take time. It didn't even ask me about it. But it did. So now we go see what's going on at the rest of these places. Another painting piece. Thank you. This must be like the island, right? I don't know what else it would be, really.
Get away from me!
So how do I get out of here? Okay, I can't go that way. So, what about over here? Can you go this way?
No.
Okay. So I can't go that way. What about into like the center of town here?
More huts in the village down that way.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we just... Okay, so that's that path I never took. So no, it's not the island. Yeah, I forgot I didn't take that path. I thought, yeah, I remember when I was over here before, I thought this just led out, like this was the path, but there's actually two paths here. There's a split. Okay. Well, I definitely think I want to go do the thing with Roman. Since, I'm probably going to need high stats for that, as we've seen before. So doing that's probably a really good call. Anastasia, I probably still can't do anything with because I'm not here at dinner time, basically. Yeah. Oh, no, you can. You just have to hold. Oh. I think my head was blocking this before, so I was clicking on the door and I was like, oh, that's weird, it's not working. Yeah, I was standing here like this and I was like, oh, that's weird, it won't let me go in. And then I went and examined the window. Okay, I see. Yeah, maybe we do that. And then I go do the final tour with Roman. So let's see this. I have boosted stats.
Strange.
Hello.
The lights are on, so someone must be home.
Hello, I'm blood drunk.
Is that smoke I smell? Anastasia? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. The door is open. Please let yourself in.
What's happening?
Go
House?
down, you son of a bitch.
Oh, you have a house fire?
There. That's better. Sorry about that. Welcome to my humble abode.
Goodness, are you all right? What happened here?
Don't worry about it. Just a little mishap in the kitchen. I only left the room for a moment, but evidently it was still too long.
Yeah, sometimes time can get away from
Sadly,
you.
I'm afraid that means that dinner quite literally went up in flames.
Not hungry anyway. Make a pun. Art 15. Yeah, let's make a pun.
So you're saying food's off the table then?
Well, I see what you did there.
Thank you. I worked hard on that one. My vampire rank went up because of that joke.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, dear. So sorry about all this. May I at least offer you some tea?
One second. I gotta spend my vampire points. Oh. It won't actually let me increase my history and politics because it's actually way too high right now because of the boosted stats. I just have to keep in mind that I have these points. Because history and politics and literature and writing is definitely what I want.
That sounds perfect.
Wonderful. Let me quickly clean up and put the samovar on.
Ah, yeah, the samovar. For the tea.
Thank you again for inviting me over, Anastasia. I actually got you a little something to repay your hospitality.
Did you now? Oh, Lisa, you really shouldn't have.
Oh, I got you something nice. Is this gonna max us out? Or we are? Oh, we're already maxed out. Never mind.
Especially now that I can't even offer a proper meal in return.
I saw this and immediately thought of you.
Is that... Oh my goodness. Chopin? Lisa, I can't believe you got this for me. It must have cost a small fortune too. Are you sure?
You know, it's just all in my paycheck.
It's my pleasure.
I thought my relationship with you was a little bit lower than that, considering you caught me feeding on your husband, but...
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll treasure it, I promise. I only hope I won't wear the cylinder out. So, now that you're finally here, I have to ask, what do you think about this place? When it's not on fire, that is.
Specific compliment? Generic compliment? Beautiful but not... Yeah, no, the garden's beautiful.
The house is gorgeous, of course, but I have to say I'm simply in love with your garden. The stony path, the cozy bench.
It's a nice garden.
Just standing there under the moonlight among the flowers feels so serene.
Yes, it sure is. Hold on a moment.
Damn it. I forgot her memory of my last visit was wiped away.
When did you have a chance to see the garden? Have you been here before?
Oh... Your relationship has deteriorated. Enchant you? I misspoke or enchant? No, I don't think I misspoke.
Oh, sorry about that. I misspoke, of course. I saw the garden from your French doors and meant that it would be serene to go there.
I see. It's funny you should say that.
Okay. So it deteriorated a little bit, down to 90. Well, I wish that had happened before I gave you your gift that I spent a lot of money on. That would have been ideal. All right.
You see, this house was passed down to us by Evgeny's uncle, Savelli. You must have heard of him already. The town mayor?
I have indeed.
Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful and realise how lucky I am to live in this luxury. Yet, I simply can't find myself at home, no matter how hard I try to make this place my own. It's as if I live in a museum full of beautiful things, but I, myself, am not part of this exhibit. You think I'm spoiled, don't you? I would if I was in your place, listening to all this.
No, I mean, I can understand not fitting in with a particular vibe of a place. I mean, yeah, you're privileged in having this nice house and everything, but I can understand not feeling like it fits you.
I don't. Truly. I've been feeling quite misplaced myself lately, if I'm honest.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lisa. I think, in a strange way, I could sense that already.
95, there we go.
Perhaps that's why it felt so easy to share with you. This simply isn't me. And without Evgeny around, it is somehow worse. I can almost feel the walls staring at me, as if they're trying to banish me. I know I promised to introduce you to my husband earlier, but I can already tell he won't be joining us tonight.
I'm sorry, he is a handful. He is a handful.
Sure sounds like a handful to me.
I would agree with that assessment. You know, sometimes I wonder what made me go down this path in the first place. I often find people as a whole difficult to like. There's just so much wrong with humanity. Individuals, on the other hand, so much easier to forgive a flaw and find the good in them. He is a good man. He really is. It hasn't been an easy time. But lucky for me, there is one place in this house that I can hide.
Really? Where is it?
Your eyes seem to have gone straight to it from the beginning. We sure appear to be kindred spirits.
The garden, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're back up now.
The garden. It's my sanctuary when the house starts feeling too empty. I'd so love for you to see it. What time is it, anyway? Lisa, I'm so sorry for talking your ears off all this time. You must have been aching to leave for ages.
That thought hasn't visited me once throughout the whole stay.
You're very kind, but I simply can't keep you any longer. I will show you around the garden another night. That is, of course, if there will be another night.
Absolutely.
You can count on it, my dear.
Splendid.
Thank you for your hospitality, Anastasia. Have a good night.
And you.
Can I flirt with Anastasia, please? Be great. That'd be great. I'm down.
Go away, you.
Gained experience points. Alright. Well, we gotta get back and save now, but yeah, we can follow up on the next thing with Roman as well while I'm also blood drunk for next time. So, we should be able to do most of the things, which will be quite nice. And then the third time period is going to be wasted, unfortunately, because it's just going to be the night, which does suck, but oh well. So, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.